Just want to do another update on the 97 Chevy Silverado K1500. Been looking around online and looking at videos and stuff to compare the infamous 4L60E automatic transmission with its twin brother transmission, the 700R4. Those are both 4-speed automatic transmissions with overdrive. The 700R4 was used in the mid-80s, you know, on the K5s and stuff like that, and the pickup trucks. And, you know, the 4L60E has been used through, you know, the 90s through, well, it'd be mid-90s, so 95 when they switched over to the Vortec, and I believe on through 2006 and 2007 until they went to the 6-speed. So yeah, this truck has a 4L60E transmission, and I lost all driving gears, burned up, gone. Pulled tranny, fluid was, you know, burned, had water in it. So what happened was, to my best known ability, the clutches just fell apart. There's like a substance that holds the clutches together, and the water just got in there and just tore shit up. So no good. So what I did is I got a master rebuild kit for, or let's say the guy got the master rebuild kit, which is shift solenoids, clutch packs, springs, seals. He put all that in there, got the tranny back, as in my previous videos, put it back in the truck, filled it up, Valvoline full synthetic, that in the transfer case. Started the truck up, let it run, got to core temp, put it in drive, nothing. Put it in reverse, went into reverse fine. Put it back in drive, it was in third gear. Nothing. So burned up those clutch packs, gone. Brand new Valvoline full synthetic, brown. It's fried. So my first thought was, you know, the guy who rebuilt the trans, he didn't do his job right. But then I was also thinking, the second part was all the electronics. I'm not really a big fan of electronics because there's just a bunch of shit that can go wrong with them. What really sucks is that all the shift linkage connectors on the left side of the trans, you got a bunch of plugs. On the 700R4, you don't. You just got to connect the shift linkage, which is what I want. So this truck is going to see a conversion to a 700R4 automatic transmission. Now there is a kit for the lockout on the torque converter to have 4th gear overdrive, which there's a hose, or not a hose, it's a vacuum that connects to the throttle body, and that allows it to engage into 4th gear overdrive. But I don't think that might happen. I don't see this truck to be on the highway. I expect this is Project Mud Truck as of right now, because I'm driving the Power Stroke way over there. I'll go to that next. But yeah, the 700R4 in the 94 model of this truck, I believe, has the same bolt pattern to this 350 as this transmission. And if it doesn't, you could take the bell housing off the 4L60E and bolt it to the 700R4. There's no problem there. You could get it to bolt to the 350. Easy. The torque converter is the same, I believe. So now the only problems that you're going to have to worry about is the electronics from the PCM and the ignition and all those the gauge cluster and all that crap that plugs into the transmission is going to be dangling free. So that is what your speedometer, you know, the readout is there. So your speedometer will not work. If you get the shift linkage adapter to connect to the 700R4, which you could get one from the junkyard or whatever, and just connect it to your truck, you could get the dash indicator light to work. That's no problem. So the only thing you won't have working is the speedometer, unless you could get, I think you could get a kit for the rear axle, so you could do like the rear axle style, like on the Ford Excursions. The other problem is really just trying to get it, since the 700R4 is pressure regulated, you need to convert that to this truck, because this is electronically regulated, not pressure regulated. So it's like, and It's pretty dumb. But since the 700R4 and the 4L60E are so related, they're really close together, they're pretty much the same transmission, you got the intercooler in there, those same lines will bolt to the 700R4. It's awesome. So, as I said, that's what's going in this truck. Most likely, 700R4, there's thousands of them, millions of them, I don't fucking know, but there's a lot of them. I want to get one. I do not want to deal with the 4L60E anymore, just because of the fact that there's so many electronics, and if one of those wires is damaged, I hate electronics. So we're just going to go with a mechanically driven automatic transmission, and there'll be a lot more videos of this. But let's move on to the Ford F250. So really quickly, I just wanted to do a quick thing on this. I used Murphy's oil soap, and what it is, you can mix it with use it's like not Dawn dish soap, but it's a really high scrub freaking soap, and you could go in and pretty much acts like a wax, and it will polish up the paint. It looks pretty awesome. Then you could go ahead and pressure wash it off, which is what I did. So I just rubbed it in there a lot, let it sit for 5 minutes, pressure wash it off. Got most of that mold off from this thing sitting over the winter, but there's like this spot here and like right there. So there's a few more spots that are gonna get cleaned up. But these hubcaps that I got from the junkyard, there is like rust, stain there, and around this chrome here. I didn't even know this is chrome until I actually used the Murphy's oil soap on there. It was actually to clean that up, and got the tire a little bit, so got it to shine up really good. Also, on the interior, these door handles got polished up really nice, and the mirrors. This dash almost looks brand spanking new. Went ahead and just cleaned up the whole dash and steering wheel. Got the little... That guy's fucking awesome. I love driving around with that. As you can see, looks pretty awesome. Has them down there too. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to put this video out there, just try to identify what transmission will replace this 4L60E if you're trying to make a mud truck like I am. And I just wanted to show what I've been using to clean out the interiors of my vehicles. And anyway, hope this video helped you guys out, and see you in the next one.